We'll start with your introduction.
Oh, you're handing it over to me. You're going to hand it over to me.
We're going to start with your introduction since you have more energy than I do at the moment. DJ Storms, take it away.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the one and only DJ Storms, and I would like to welcome you to the Top Rope Squishy channel on YouTube.com. Now, if you don't know some of the names that they call me, well, they call me Mr. Controversy and the operator of the best damn Twitter handle known. Wait for it. Wait for it. Command Con.
Oh my God.
Hi, Squish. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Well, now you know who DJ Storms is. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Maddie from Top Rope Squishy. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe. And if you don't follow DJ Storms, please follow him. Twitter, Instagram, and on his YouTube channel. All the handles will be in the description. Say hello to some people. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Anna. Hey, Renegade Ryan. Courtney's in the house. I believe I saw No Neck Bone Tone. Hello, everyone. Bobby. Thank you guys for joining us. We are here to break down Fyter Fest Part 2. But before we begin, I have to take a moment and say happy birthday and congratulations to the one and only La Mera Thunder Rosa, who has become All Elite officially today. Hello, Vasilos Pope. Listen, we were just waiting. It wasn't if she was going to sign with AEW. It was when. It was when. How did you like Fyter Fest Part 2 yesterday? Because I loved it.
I thought it was a very, very fun show. Night 1 obviously better than night 2, but this was a very fun show, and it was mainly used as a setup show, so to speak. We have a lot of interesting material to look forward to in the coming weeks, and Tony Khan, he's definitely loading up these shows like pay-per-views. I actually thought that we were going to get Cody and Malachi at All Out, but they're moving it to the Homecoming show on the 4th. And then we got Santana and Ortiz and FTR. That's going on next week. So at this rate, I don't even know what they got going on for the pay-per-view, but holy shit.
Yes, if these are the regular shows, can you just freaking imagine what the pay-per-views are going to be like? Like they're delivering, and Fight for the Fallen is coming, and
Renegade Ryan, thank you very much. It would actually be my wrestler name. Thank you very much.
Isn't that awesome? DJ Storms in the ring. So
are you going to be my manager or not?
Let's talk offline.
There you go.
What was your favorite match of last night? We'll start with that.
Favorite match? Absolutely the main event. Love the Texas Death Match. I was very much looking forward to it. I was actually a little disappointed that they only gave him 15 minutes, but by the end of that match, I'm like, you know what? I don't even care if it was 15 minutes. That was a very, very, very entertaining match to watch. They were channeling their inner Abdullah the Butcher, obviously, with the forks. Fantastic material right there. And absolutely the right outcome to have Lance Archer come out victorious. Moxley, he's great at what he does, but at this rate, he really doesn't need the IWGP United States Championship. And right now, he's going to go off, do his thing as a dad. I expect him to come back probably into the fall, but Lance Archer winning, absolutely the right outcome. He was on the receiving end of a lot of setbacks, a lot of shortcomings. So for him to finally get the IWGP United States Championship on a big stage like Fyter Fest in his hometown of Dallas. That made for a great moment. The entire match was beautifully chaotic, and I'm very, very interested to see how they continue to push this Forbidden Door initiative, and I'm very much looking forward to who else they have Lance Archer defend the IWGP United States title against in the coming weeks.
I absolutely was looking forward to this match. I absolutely love Murder Hawk. I'm a big fan of Jon Moxley, but when Murder Hawk came to AEW, I expected him to get a belt immediately. The TNT belt I thought would be his. So him getting the IWGP belt on the Dynamite ring against Moxley, after Moxley held it for over 500 days, was
564 to be exact.
Boom. The correct number. So I predicted that he would get it. A lot of people were expecting that to happen because it kind of went full circle. Before I continue, I want to say hello to Adam Walker, who came in. Thank you, Adam Walker, for joining us. So yeah, that match was amazing. And he's already defending it next week. So yeah.
Hikuleo. I didn't know he was that big.
Yeah.
I didn't know either. He's bigger than Lance.
Yeah. Sitting down, you don't notice it, but when he got up there, I was like, oh, that's a big dude. We're going to get an exciting match next week.
This would be my first time seeing him. I'm actually very interested to see what he has to offer in the ring, because I do not watch New Japan Pro Wrestling regularly. I think at most I've watched about 5 New Japan Pro Wrestling shows in my entire wrestling life. And the last one I actually watched was coincidentally Wrestle Kingdom, where I saw Jon Moxley actually defeat Lance Archer in the Texas Death Match to win the IWGP US Championship, and to see Lance Archer win it back. It was actually a pretty cool moment.
That's crazy. That is cool. That is cool. It came full circle. Well, that was my second favorite of the night. This was my favorite of the night.
Of course it was, but not Courtney's though.
No, well, maybe because Courtney loves Nyla Rose, right, Courtney? Yes,
yeah, but
Courtney.
Nyla Rose ain't no Dr. Britt Baker DMD.
But now that Thunder is signed, the thing that I've been predicting could very well happen now.
Not going to happen until at least Full Gear, though. Britt Baker is not losing that title anytime soon.
No, I said Revolution 2022. That's what I said. Maybe that's too far. Maybe it will be in Full Gear, but I don't see her losing the belt before then. It was just such a buildup for Britt to get this belt that if she lost it in less than a few months, she should definitely hold it until Revolution, at least in my opinion. And I feel that she is going to lose it to Thunder. And I feel that Jade is going to take it from Thunder. And then I feel that Statlander is going to take it from Jade. So I've gone that far into the future.
Did you actually? No. I actually like that, because you're thinking like me, because I'm the guy that thinks all of these many years into the future. And I think, okay, who's going to be the next 3, 4, 5, 6 champions? But here's an interesting tidbit that I actually saw on social media. Did you see that the Virtuosa, Miss Deonna Purrazzo, actually called out Britt Baker? Coincidentally, I actually saw Deonna Purrazzo wrestle. This was before she became big. I actually saw her wrestle all the way back at a Game Changer wrestling event in 2016. And I saw her on the pre-show for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 in 2018 in the Barclays Center. So to see Deonna Purrazzo in this position, it really does warm my heart, being a proud Jersey kid. So I would absolutely love to see them kick down the Forbidden Door even more and have Deonna Purrazzo come on into AEW and she fights Britt Baker at All Out if they want to go that route. I don't think they're going to do Statlander just yet, mainly because of the fact that Statlander, she is their next top tier babyface in the division, and they're going to be saving her for when the time is right, because Jade, she's going to be the next top tier heel after Britt Baker inevitably loses the championship.
Yeah. That's why it's going to be Baker, Thunder, Jade, Statlander.
We're going to have to put some money on this. We're going to have to put some money on this. Here's the thing. One more thing about the match.
Go ahead.
The match was very sloppy at times. I feel as though the crowd kind of made up for it, and this is the main reason why wrestling mainly needs crowds. It's the one sport in the entire world that needs crowds. because I feel as though without this crowd and the crowd reaction to all the antics that was going on in the match, this match would have legitimately sucked because these two women really did not have too much chemistry. I was expecting a lot better. Their match back in February was actually better.
I actually was really impressed with this match because, first of all, hey, Preston Waters, and thank you. He said my eyebrows are on fleek, and they are. Do you guys know how much work it is to put these things on?
So wait a minute.
To draw these things on.
You support her eyebrows, but you don't give me credit for this beautiful fucking hairdo or this sideburn shot combination, this beautiful mustache right here.
I'm
you realize
the host.
how long it took me to grow this?
I'm the host. I get all the love. Listen.
Unreal.
I agree with you that there were some parts that were a little sloppy. However, Nyla is a much bigger woman than Britt, and Britt always takes bumps. She takes all the bumps and she gives the bumps, and she handled Nyla like Nyla was her size. So, you know, and they didn't go to full commercial. So thank you, TNT and AEW, for finally not going to full commercial on the only women's match of the night.
Danielle is correct. Yes, I know I'm hot. I'm the hottest man in the community, baby.
Hello to my B-Tunes Peanuts. I love that name.
That's just one of my fans. How you doing, Peanuts?
Thank you, Peanuts, for joining us. Danielle is definitely, I think she says she's your number one.
She's my number one mod on the Lightning Flash update, which you can catch this Saturday at 1 p.m.
There you go. Plug it up. Plug it up. So now we've spoken about Nyla. We've spoken about the IWGP Championship belt. I kind of want to jump to the 5 labors of Jericho.
Oh, this is very, very entertaining stuff. This was actually probably the second best match of the night for me. Shawn Spears, very, very underrated. Very, very happy that he's getting this opportunity, especially to work with a guy like Jericho. And I can absolutely see Shawn Spears as a future TNT champion in the future. Here's what I can see happening. You want to call the women's championship for the next 3 years. I'm actually predicting that we're going to see Sammy take the title off of Miro.
Yep,
and then Spears is going to take the title off of Sammy.
Spears is taking it off of Sammy?
At Revolution 2022, because I did say at Revolution 2022, we're getting a Pinnacle takeover. MJF World Champion, Shawn Spears TNT Champion, FTR Tag Team Champions, and we're going to have an Evolution style takeover.
You see me writing this, right?
Yes, yes. Please, take it down.
We're gonna cash these receipts. We're gonna cash these receipts. Listen. I seriously thought that the 5 labors of Jericho was going to be every member of the Pinnacle, but they obviously were not going that direction because Gage came out.
Oh my God. Another Jersey guy.
Another Jersey guy. So he is the one who is going to be on round 2 for the labors of Jericho. And Jericho's coming as his persona, the Pain Maker.
God, if this is labor 2, what do you think we're going to get for labor 3, 4, and 5?
He ain't going to make it. He's going to die because this is insane.
Now, Jericho's going to survive the pizza cutter. I don't think he's going to bring any light tubes, but I don't know. Maybe he does bring light tubes. Who knows?
I don't know.
Gage. I love it.
I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that it's obviously going to get tougher every round, right? That's the point, right? But it started with chairs, you know. So I'm like,
I actually loved this match. This was actually a very fun match with Jericho and Spears, and again the crowd. And listen, it was a good wrestling match, but again, this goes to show you how important crowds really are, because the crowd Gallus was hot for Jericho, and it really helped Spears in the long run. It helped Spears get more over as a heel during the match.
Yes,
and MJF on commentary, MJF's gold on commentary.
Absolutely.
Not as good as me, but of course, he's good. He's not too shabby, but MJF ain't no DJS. Just pointing it out there. But MJF on commentary, if he wants to do commentary after he retires his in-ring career, I'm telling you, he could be the modern-day Bobby the Brain Heenan if he wants to. And then the pop for Nick Gage. things are starting to get really, really interesting. I do expect a New Japan star possibly in there, maybe a Jeff Cobb. Would not mind seeing a Jeff Cobb. I would not mind seeing an Impact star, maybe a Sammy Callahan or a Chris Bay, maybe a Petey Williams.
Hey, you said the magic word. Isn't Chris Bay supposedly in the Bullet Club now?
Apparently, I mean, that's standing side by side with Mr. Switchblade.
Yeah, Chris Bay is like a hidden gem. I mean, if you don't really watch Impact, you don't really know about him, but he is one to look out for. I would love to see him come into the AEW ring, since the Impact AEW relationship is obviously there. Don Callis, hello. You know, the Good Brothers are basically a permanent fixture.
I love me some Good Brothers, man. Love me the Good Brothers.
Absolutely. I mean, let me say something, because the Good Brothers annoy the shit out of me on BTE. Right?
Good.
It's mostly Doc Gallows. It's him. Like, I feel he is annoying.
But in what way? Why? Because he's got an amazing beard?
No, because he's annoying. Like, everything he jokes about is a dick joke. And I'm okay with dick jokes, but every single one, I'm like, no.
That's why he does it, because he knows it annoys people. The more it annoys people, the more he's gonna do it. And that's exactly why I do the things that I do, because it annoys people. Hey, Cool King, Rob Wells Jr. He just joined. How you doing, Rob Wells Jr.?
Hey, Roswell Jr. Hey, Justin. Justin's in the house. We have some people in the house. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't, please hit that like, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and follow Mr. DJ Storms on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, every single goddamn social media that exists. All the links are in the description. But people, we're going to move on, because Fyter Fest was hot. And AEW is spoiling us, obviously. Why don't we move to...
with that Sting Orange Cassidy face-off.
Okay, so let's move on to that one. Wait, that wasn't the one. It was... Oh, I didn't even have... Okay, so I didn't even have a caption for that one, but it was Yuta versus Darby. So the thing is that Sting is Darby's mentor, but Orange Cassidy, I believe, is Yuta's trainer mentor also, something like that.
Yeah, they train with the best friends in Orange Cassidy, or he does. Yuta does.
Right. So they were Sting and Orange Cassidy had their little kicky fight on the side, and I thought that was hilarious. What did you think?
You realize they did a light kicking contest, and then Sting just went. Just the light chef dude. Brilliant. That was better than anything that we saw on Monday night. Which, trust me, I'll be ranting on that come Saturday if you want to check that one out.
I don't watch, so I can't comment.
But trust me, just watch the LFU. You are going to see me light it up like a volcano.
I do tune into some of your stuff when I can. You know, I'm always at work. But sometimes I just put it on, and I'll have it low, and I'll just have it running while I'm working. But... yes, I've heard you go on crazy rants.
I'm glad I can make your days very, very memorable with me screaming and yelling like a raging lunatic.
Sometimes I have it low and I can't hear above my typing, but I see a lot of this. And I'm like, he is losing all his shit right now. Every single bit of the shit.
That's why people love it. That's why I do it.
Listen, yesterday brought some surprises, right? Andrade El Idolo. And let me tell you, I'm Latina, and that is hard to say. Okay? So one more time. Andrade El Idolo came in the ring, right? He was calling out Death Triangle, right? Because he wants to take over and kick Pac to the side.
I'm loving it.
And who showed up? Huh? Who's managing him? Chavo Guerrero. I like this because as much as I like Vicky Guerrero with Nyla, I didn't think that Vicky was going to work with Andrade. I felt like he needed something different. And I think with Chavo, he's going to get that. He's going to get that. That's going to work. It worked yesterday. People went crazy when he came out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But what do you think? Do you think, because I don't, do you think that Death Triangle is going to break up? And that Penta,
so.
and you think so? And they're going to go with Andrade?
I think so, specifically because of the fact that Andrade right now, he's not going to win a championship anytime soon because he just got there. You're not just going to thrust him into a title match immediately. That would make no sense. He's got to work his way up the rankings. So the best idea to do right now, the best plan of attack right now would be to put him in this faction, leading this faction, so that way it gives him something to do, and it gives him a sole focus. It gives him a sole spotlight where he doesn't necessarily need to be in the title picture, kind of what MJF is doing. MJF has not held one championship in AEW thus far, and he has been the most talked about thing throughout the entire... Yeah, yes, it is. He's one of the biggest minute-for-minute draws in the company.
The ring. He has that diamond ring. Isn't that one of like their tournament? I mean, okay. It's not legitimately a championship, but it is some form of a championship.
Well, true, but I'm talking about legitimate championship titles.
Gold around the waist.
Yeah, even Ricky Starks got a championship, even though it's not recognized. I mean, I love absolute Ricky Starks. I love the hair mess up. But anyway, yes. The point that I'm trying to make is Pac, as of right now, he will favor better on his own, and I can absolutely see him as a future TNT champion, probably towards the end of 2022. Yes, and then possibly a future world champion if they want to go that route. But Pac, he mainly needs to be solo, and if you want to put a major spotlight on Andrade, have him manage the Lucha Bros and make a Latino world order of some sort, so to speak, so that way you can make people realize, okay, we're investing our time and we're investing all of our resources in Andrade, but we're not giving him a championship just yet, because the world championship, that's going to be in the hands of a guy like Adam Hangman Page, and then it's probably going to go to MJF. Then the TNT championship, we're going to see Sammy and Spears and Pac fight over it. So Andrade's not going to get his due just yet, but it will come in due time. But for now, I think this feud and this storyline with the Death Triangle, it's going to result in Andrade having the Death Triangle turn on Pac. They join with Andrade, and we could possibly be looking at Pac versus Andrade at All Out as an undercard match. And my God, let those guys go 15, 20 minutes. Take my money.
That would be amazing. I would love to see Pac versus Andrade. However, as much as it makes sense, and a lot of the people in the commentary are agreeing with you that Andrade, Phoenix, and Penta.
I'm DJ Storms. You expect anything less?
All right. I guess not. But they
I come on this channel. I love it.
I love you on this channel too. Like, and we have some of the best people in commentary. So thank you guys. I know this is gonna work. Andrade, Phoenix, and Penta, obviously. Their styles are so like similar. But I love the bastard Pac with Penta and Phoenix. I love the Death Triangle. I wanted a trios title to come, some trios belts to come out. And I wanted the Death Triangle to get them first. Like, that's what I wanted. But maybe it's going to happen with Andrade. But
yeah. I have a feeling that that's going to be the end result if they do introduce the trios titles, even though I don't feel they need the trios championships, because all these championships kind of overkill. I would just rather stick to the 4 or 5 if you count the FTW championship. But that's just my personal stance on the entire thing.
I think they need to make more women's tag teams and have
for a
while so that they can get tag belts. Oh yeah, I think the women need, because that's another reason why I feel like there's not like any real women matches on Dynamite. Like, there's nothing really for them to defend. They're all on Elevation and Dark. You get one
Well,
match.
that's because they're building up all of these women and making the one championship, which is on Miss Brittany Baker DMD. That's what makes the women's division special, because if you add more championships, the more championships you add, the less value the current championships right now are going to have. The women, what they need is they need standard one-on-one matches, undercard storylines, and you keep on building them up over the course of extended periods of time. Women like Statlander, women like Rosa, women like Jade. If they bring in Tessa Blanchard, possibly, then Tessa Blanchard. If they want to do Ty Conti, which I see as a future women's champion, Ty Conti's in there. All women like that.
I think so. I mean, I
and Red Velvet too, because I can't discredit Red Velvet, because Red Velvet, she's definitely come a long way, and I've been very, very impressed with the growth of Red Velvet.
Yeah, Red Velvet started. Red Velvet is one of those people that when you look at when she first came and you look at her now, and it's like, wow, the improvement. Kylan King has also been an incredible improvement.
Anna Jay is going to be coming back too.
Anna Jay, yeah, because she had like a 9 or 12 month absence, so she's probably coming back at the end of this year.
Jungle Boy, man. I wish I was Jungle Boy, man.
I call them Jungle J for Jungle Boy and Anna Jay. So I've been calling them
99 reasons why Jungle Boy is having the best time of his life right now.
You've seen those grips that he gets on that bootay?
Oh my God. Hey, God, can I switch bodies with Jungle Boy for a day?
I'm sure there's a lot of men.
How do I get a woman like that?
That want to be in his shoes right now. So lucky Jungle Boy.
He's a lucky Tarzan boy.
He is a lucky Tarzan boy. Young love. It's so cute. So Frankie Kazarian, you see my little wrong prediction. This is literally the only match I got wrong yesterday. I had Kazarian winning.
Champions ain't losing. Not in nothing matches. This was mainly just a throwaway match anyway, but Mr. Doc Gallows, baby. Absolutely. I love him. I love me some Doc Gallows.
I don't.
The devil in your six, baby.
I mean, I don't dislike him, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, you know.
I'm a fan of everyone except for Alexa Bliss and Jinder Mahal. In WWE, obviously, but
okay.
This is AEW we're talking about. Well, I hate Abaddon though, and she's in AEW. I cannot stand Abaddon.
Oh my God, I'm
surprised she hasn't blocked me.
There's some serious Abaddon fans in here. I don't know if Preston Waters has left, but he loves Abaddon. I think it's something about her character, I believe, that gets the people that follow her or that are into her. I like her. I like her character. I do believe she needs more moves.
Oh yeah, she's terrible in the ring.
Oh yeah, Lou is also a lover of Abaddon.
It looks like I got someone else blocking me on Twitter after the stream.
Lou was on my show. He'll be back next week with Sunny Midnight, who popped in here. I don't know if Sunny's still in here, but
I'll be watching.
Yes, but Lou is a fan. Lou is a big fan of Abaddon.
Oh, he's mad.
No, nobody's mad. So he put, oh my God. All right. The Blade versus Orange Cassidy. This was actually a good match, but I predicted exactly how it would end. So I was sitting on the couch with my husband, and I saw the Blade come out with the bunny, and I said, where is Chris Statlander? And I said, wouldn't it be fucking great if Chris Statlander showed up and whooped on the bunny, and then we all know that this is going to end with an orange punch, and it happened just like that. I was very happy with this match. Orange Cassidy is so over. Like,
oh yeah. He's absolutely going to be in line for a TNT title opportunity against Miro at All Out. That right there, that is a big time undercard match for All Out for the TNT Championship. That is going to be that's actually a match that I actually thought that we were building towards when the Best Friends were actually feuding with Miro and Kip Sabian, but we didn't get that. However, we could still get it now because Orange Cassidy, he's still in the top 5 rankings. He's been ranking up a lot of wins, and I actually didn't think that this match was going to be as good as it was. I actually thought that this match was going to get a lot less time to give more time to the Texas Death Match, but this match actually turned out to be a very solid match, a very fun match. The Blade is actually very underrated. I will give him credit where credit's due. Blade can wrestle. We already know how good Orange Cassidy is, and I can absolutely see Orange Cassidy facing Miro at All Out. I don't see him winning, though. Miro's not losing that title until the end of the year.
And he's not going to lose it to Orange. Although I have to say, if we saw a Darby get a TNT belt, there is a future for an Orange Cassidy to get.
Oh, no. Orange Cassidy will definitely be TNT champion, just not yet. He doesn't need to be. Orange Cassidy is a guy that's so over right now that you can wait like a year or two on him, and he'll still be as over as he is right now because he's just that damn good.
Yeah, he's a crowd favorite. He gets a big pop when he comes out. And I was
devastating kick from the business.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised that he won. Were you?
Oh, no, absolutely not. They're absolutely building up Orange Cassidy for a TNT title match against Mr. Miro at All Out to give the crowd in Chicago something to really pop for. And they're building up towards Miro just beating another babyface in a very competitive match before he inevitably drops that title to hopefully Sammy Guevara. Yeah, Mr. Spanish God himself, who cannot speak one single word of Spanish.
Not one word.
How do you say son of a bitch, Sammy? Son of el bitch.
Son of el bicho. Like he just
How do you say straw in Spanish? Le straw. That's like something I would say.
You know, Jericho probably knows more Spanish than Sammy does. So
I actually know a little bit of Spanish, but like I'm terrible at it.
Don't feel so bad. I mean, Spanish is literally my first language. So I got lucky. I was raised in a bilingual household. And so, ta-da! But the belts. Let's talk about the TNT belt.
Yes.
Because the belt itself is beautiful. At least to me.
It is sexy. Not sexy as me, but it's sexy.
Not sexy as me. But the belt is white, right? And it has like hints of green. It's just beautiful. I don't know when they redid it because when Miro won it, he had the black belt that Darby had, but now it's a white belt. So I'm wondering, is every champion going to get his own version of a TNT belt?
I have absolutely no idea, but I probably wouldn't do that because then it really wouldn't make it all that special. Because like, oh god, everyone's going to have their own design. It kind of makes it as a championship. Oh yeah, everyone's going to have their own specific design. It doesn't really make it feel all that special. But I would absolutely stick with this design.
Yes,
this design's absolutely the best design that the TNT Championship has had. Reminds me of the classic Intercontinental Championship. And this is the type of championship that it looks the part. You have a guy that feels like a champion, a guy that's being booked like a champion, a guy that carries himself like a dominant champion, especially with this new Redeemer gimmick. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Miro does in the future, and I'm very, very happy that Miro is getting this success. He's absolutely deserved it. He's in the best shape of his career, and the individual that he beats at the homecoming show, it's going to be yet another dominant performance for the Redeemer himself. And I can see him moving on to Cassidy and then Sammy in the future.
Yes. I have to say, Courtney said, I'm sorry, I love the old belt that Brody had. From the very first TNT belt, I loved all the TNT belts. I am going to be honest. It is probably one of my favorite belts that I've seen in all of wrestling. It's just so pretty. I like the rounded shape, what they did with it, but the white for some reason. And yes, it has a Bulgarian flag on it. That's what the green thing is. So they're going to have to change that when it moves on to someone else's hands. But I would be okay if they kept the main gold piece the same. And if they wanted to switch the back piece, like just the belt piece for people, I'd be okay with
that I wouldn't mind, but I really love the white.
I love the way it looks.
The white strap, it just pops out on the screen. It really commands attention, if you know what I mean.
It does. And I have to be honest, I didn't really listen to a single goddamn word that Miro said, because I was just so like mesmerized by the belt. I was like, that's a new belt. Like, I was like, oh my God, what did Miro say? Like, the promo was over and I was like, oops, I guess I'll have to rewatch it. Who was he threatening?
Brilliant.
I missed the whole.
Oh no, he was just talking about his next title defense that's going to take place on the Homecoming show, which, by the way, we got a pay-per-view match for free with Mr. Cody Rhodes and Malachi Black.
Yes.
And Cody's going to get his head kicked off.
He is. He needs to lose. Cody is like the wrestler, like the virgin wrestler killer. Like, he just, if they are new, he has to break them in. And for this one, he needs to lose, though, because Malachi Black came in.
He's been putting over people his entire AEW run.
He has, but he always like breaks all the new wrestlers in, right? Am I wrong? He has like first matches with almost all the new wrestlers.
Well, yeah, he does have first matches with almost all the new wrestlers. But naturally, not Brody though. Brody's first major match was against Moxley,
and that's okay because
Brody did squash Cody though.
Yeah,
from one of the greatest squash matches of the modern era.
I loved it. I loved it. Rip Brody Lee, we missed you. Bobby.
I actually was really hoping that if Brody was still alive, I would have loved to see the match with Darby at Full Gear, because that was inevitably going to happen. Yeah. And on top of that, it was going to be Adam Hangman Page versus Brody Lee at Revolution, not Matt Hardy.
Oh.
That's what the Dark Order storyline was building towards.
Yeah, that's true.
Then they decided to keep the Dark Order with Page. Now Dark Order is going to be fighting for the tag team titles, but they ain't going to win, though, because at Arthur Ashe Stadium,
who's taking it?
Proud and Powerful.
Woo! That's what I'm waiting for.
And then FTR is taking it off of him at Revolution. Oh, yeah, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, baby. Carolina boys.
I think that Penta and Rey Fenix should get it after Proud and Powerful. But I'm being
biased
because Penta and Phoenix are one of my top tag teams underneath Proud and Powerful. So yeah, of course I want to see them get the belts. You know? I'm
waiting for Jurassic Express though. Like, I can't believe they did not go with Jurassic Express after all the momentum that they had. I'll be quiet, Squish. I'm not gonna have you on the rundown for All Out.
Yes, you are. Listen, I told you that Proud and Powerful needs to get these belts. Like, that's enough. They had their best friends run back and forth, where I thought they were gonna get the chance to get the belts off of Omega and Page. And it did not happen. Not for Best Friends, not for Proud and Powerful. And now they have another legitimate chance. And you cannot waste an opportunity like letting them grab these belts in New York, where they're from. The amazing pop that's going to get. And let me tell you, even if you're not from New York, people all over are rooting for Proud and Powerful.
I had like a little, my evil mind just hatched an idea. There's a small part of me, even though I have a feeling it's going to happen and I'm going to be very, very happy when it happens, that Proud and Powerful win the championships. There's a very small part of me that just wants to see the Young Bucks retain just to see your reaction.
Just to see my reaction?
Just to see your reaction. I don't care about anything else. I just want to see how pissed you would be.
It'll look something like this. I'm not even kidding.
That's a high school senior picture right there.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Preston Waters, how do you know I'm reading the comments? My eyes keep dashing. I'm like, There was a whole fight about Abaddon on the side, by the way, between the people that love her and the people that hate her. You started this, people. It has come to the end of our show. I had a great time. I love recapping. I love talking wrestling. And I love doing it in a positive way. It's okay to critique, which we do on this show. But we talk wrestling because we love wrestling. There goes DJ Storms combing his hair. So people, while he combs his hair, please make sure you follow him on Twitter, Instagram, on in all his handles, on all social media. He also has a Facebook. In the bio, in the description, all of his links are there. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. He drops a lot of content. You will not be bored, and you will always have something to watch.
And this Saturday, Lightning Flash Update, you
Yes.
do not want to miss it, because I got rant after rant after rant after rant lined up after this terrible week for WWE that we saw, but a very good week for AEW as per usual. But I'm telling you, you do not want to miss the LFU this Saturday, going down on my channel at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Friday. That's right, Friday, September 3rd. Miss Squish will be coming back to my channel after a while being away, and she's going to be joining me for the rundown for AEW All Out 2021, where we will be previewing and predicting All Out. You do not want to miss it. Squish, I had a fantastic time. It's great to finally be back on the channel. Hopefully we get to do this once again very, very soon. I'm loving the channel, and you're doing fantastic. And I cannot wait to see it when AEW comes to Newark.
Woo! Let's hope it's happening. September 15th.
That'll be happening, or else I gotta have a conversation with TK.
Yes, we will be there in person. I can't believe it. We bought these tickets in 2020. The show was supposed to be March 2020, and a week before the show, it got canceled because of COVID. And it's a very real thing. It did a lot of damage, and I understand why they had to do it. But after over a year of waiting, I am finally, and you are finally, going to be able to go see this show. I'm kind of hurt. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit hurt because we were supposed to get Blood and Guts.
Oh my God, I was so pissed.
Blood and Guts was happening at the Prudential Center for us in March 2020, and we got screwed. Thank you, COVID. Thank you, COVID, for all the damage that you've done. Yeah, fuck you, COVID. But I'm glad that it's finally happening, and so we'll be there, and I'll be on your show. And people, thank you so much for joining. It has been a blast. I hope you join us again next week. I will be live again with Sunny, Midnight, and Lou. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Oh, and my stream didn't freeze up.
And his stream didn't